what's up? My name's Jordan.
Hey, it's Ryan.
Hey, it's Chris. What's up, it's Steven.
I'm Casey.
And this is our podcast, the Call. And we're just gonna sit here, gonna talk about some technology, some music, see what we get with this.
This week's topic, anyway.
All right.
So, Casey, you got the HTC One.
Yeah, I actually just got it 2 days ago, and Jordan has had it for
what is it, like a month and a half now?
A little over a month, I think,
Yeah.
and it is
liking
incredible.
It? Yeah.
It is incredible.
It's just got so many features. Yeah, you got the Blink feed, you got the Beats audio quality in the speakers. It's unbelievable. I put it in my car. I think it's like stereo in my car.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's just generally fast at basically anything and everything you want it to do. It just is a little bit faster.
See, I'm on a prepaid plan. Like, I'm on Virgin Mobile, and see, I was thinking about going to Sprint so I can get credit built up, so I can, get the better phone and get credit. Two benefits.
What phone were you looking at again?
I was looking at the One. I was looking at the S4, and I was looking at the iPhone 5S. But
What were you looking at, Chris?
I love the iPhone.
See, I have to disagree. It seems too basic. What about you?
Guys,
What are you looking
anything
at?
is better than the Pantech.
That's true. The Pantene needs to stay in the purse.
Next to the tampon.
Next to the tampons.
Honestly,
There you go.
honestly, I like the iPhone.
What do you like? What do you like about it? Just
honestly,
basically,
it's simple. You don't have to be attached to Google and shit. Like, Google sucks.
But you're attached to iTunes. We are not in any way attached to
yeah,
Google.
it's true. You're a big iTunes fan.
I can download and install from any unknown source off of the internet. But you're stuck strictly on iTunes, so...
No, I can go on any source on the internet.
No, you
just have
can't
to go
either.
through iTunes, though.
Exactly.
I don't mind iTunes. Because some people mind iTunes. I don't, because you can Wi-Fi sync it. I don't have to wait on my slow computer to do all that shit.
That's true, yeah.
Honestly, because now times have changed where we can use Wi-Fi to connect it. But the thing that really pisses me off about Apple, they're talking about, because I can't go on a contract. I have to go on no contract.
Prepaid?
Yeah, prepaid. So, I want to get the iPhone 5C, the blue one. I would say I want to get the 5S, but that is gaudy. And why?
Is that because you're poor?
Damn. See, I don't want to get if I would get the iPhone 5S, if I would get the iPhone 5 period, I would get the 5S, because the 5C looks like a piece of plastic shit.
It does.
Then why would you get the why would you get the
say.
Galaxy S4? It's entirely made out of plastic as well. If that's your big thing.
But that's not my
big thing.
Okay,
but that being said, it doesn't really matter if it feels plastic or not. Just about more or less everybody's gonna get a case.
It's not the plastic thing. It's
it
the
looks
thing
ugly,
that,
really.
No, it's not that either.
The iPhone 5S.
There's plastic. There's plastic that looks like glass and it looks nice, and then there's plastic that looks like it was made by a Chinese immigrant, and that's the plastic that you don't want. It's cheaply made.
No, it's not the plastic thing. It's the fact that they made it cheaper. Like, they probably took a lot of the quality out. They probably took
Like
a lot of the
this
best
little
part.
metal piece right here.
Yes,
For
it's a
example.
cracked
Jordan,
metal.
I
And
don't know why you don't have your Mac right now. See if it'll turn
Because
on. But look up if it'll turn on. Look up the spec sheets, the spec difference of the two phones.
yeah, because honestly, I
For
think...
iPhone 5C and iPhone 5S? Oh, I can tell you that right now.
Just pull it up.
I watched the
Pull-
thing.
pull it
I
up.
know it. All right.
But if you know it, then still, pull it up. We don't want
turn on.
bullshit.
I'm freaking out.
So... we don't want bullshit.
Well, I can tell you one spec. The iPhone 5S has a 64-bit chip in it.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
As opposed
It's
to
like a computer.
As opposed to no chip. Most phones don't have a bit chip in
Yeah.
it. So,
Well,
There we go.
and
My computer's
also
alive.
Samsung. And I think
That's
Samsung
what
and LG both said that their next phone is going to have a 64-bit chip in it as well.
see...
Are we talking SD cards? I'm sorry.
No, we're talking about
No,
bit
the
chips.
chips.
Like bit chips.
like
in a
for
phone.
storage
Like for...
or for
computer.
speed.
Like a computer.
Yeah,
like,
speed.
Yeah,
Speed-wise.
basically, yeah.
The amount of
Does the
bits-
ACC one have 64?
No.
They don't have
Or
a
no
bit.
phone
There's
have-
no chip. There's
Yeah,
no
no,
chip.
no phone
How's
right
that
now.
possible?
No.
I'm sorry. I don't know tech of phones. I know-
No phone has a bit chip in it right now
As
until iPhone 5S comes out.
So
Yeah,
that sounds like it's pretty
that's-
amazing. Why is nobody clamoring over this?
Because it's why? Then there's no point in having a computer, and you can't even do half the shit.
Especially on an iPhone.
Yeah,
Because it's-
I mean,
significantly
Android, I would
so
understand
limited.
I
that.
pulled it up.
That's
I
true.
got it. Okay. I want to start at the
Just start from the top.
chips. The iPhone 5C has the A6 chip, brand new.
Yes.
Or what's in the iPhone 5 now, probably. On the iPhone 5S, it's an A7 chip, 64-bit. with the M7 motion coprocessor. Basically, it's a fucking computer.
Yeah.
Or
Well, what's the motion coprocessor?
I'm not sure.
Is that like
I
the 6-axis or something?
I think so. It could be. Let me see.
For our viewers who don't know the
It's
text,
fitness tracking. It's just it's fitness. That's what.
for people who don't know the specs of electronic stuff, you guys have to explain stuff because honestly, I don't know.
Oh,
Well, bit chips are put in computers basically for speed and efficiency.
so basically, the iPhone 5S is gonna be a computer.
Well, it may have the power of the computer,
But it's not going to be
Can't do all
but
that.
it's
the
still
effectiveness
yes,
of the
it's
computer.
still
Yeah.
pointless.
Yeah, it's pretty pointless in a phone, other than speed. But
Exactly.
then again,
Unless if you were to get like it would be good in a tablet.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but
That
it's
would,
not.
and tablets. I'm sure a lot of tablets have them.
I'm pretty sure it's how.
tablets have bit chips. They're small bit chips, but they have bit chips.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like look up how much Jordan's Mac has. Or I guess do the Retina display.
Oh, the Retina display of the phones.
No, look up the Retina display bit chip that's in the Retina display MacBook Pro.
Retina display is their way of saying HD.
You have to wait on that. I got to switch to Mac.
Oh yeah, there. He's looking it up.
All right.
Oh, you're looking it up.
No, you look it up. My Mac's got to switch to
You have a
Windows.
MacBook Pro, right?
Yeah, MacBook Pro.
See.
2012.
I was gonna say just look up the.
13.
That's the last one.
It's
the newest
it's
one,
2013 fall, I
So that's
believe.
the last one they released.
Yeah,
One way, yes.
Well,
because
no,
they're about to release a new one.
They released the Retina one after his.
Yeah,
Or
no,
is
they
it-
released it.
it's
They
the
released
same
at the same
thing.
time. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just didn't get the Retina
there's-
display
yeah.
because
What
it's
do you want
like
me to-
$700
what-
extra dollars.
15-inch.
Yeah, I have a
Yes.
15-inch.
Okay, it's 2,880 by 1,800.
No. I was asking. Look at the bit chip.
Yeah, not the
See
screen.
how many bits is the chip.
Oh, I don't get.
See, for our less tech savvy viewers, this is basically for our tech savvy viewers.
Long-lasting
Listeners,
battery.
I should say.
Are you kidding me? 7 hours is not a long fucking battery.
What? That's pretty good.
Yeah, for a laptop,
Is it talk time or is it just in general?
But what do you mean talk time?
it's a
Oh,
laptop.
It's a
you got-
laptop.
I'm so out of it.
You're on
I'm
phones.
trying to multitask, which is what I don't like to do during these.
Okay, what do you want me to look
Because
up?
we've done so many.
What do you want me to look up?
I'm feeling a little
Um,
experienced.
What do you want me to look up?
what were you thinking of?
The Retina.
Never mind. It's not important.
Yeah, either way, we know.
We're on
I'm sure it's
iPhone.
higher than 64.
We were on iPhones. Either way, it's stupid. The display is still small as fuck. It's basically as big as my iPod right now.
Well, no,
Basically-
I think they did
No, it's bigger.
the 5 size
Oh, it's
screen.
better.
Five
Oh
is-
yeah, that's right. It's like
It's
this.
gonna be
They,
the
they,
five
they
size.
simply made it taller.
Yeah,
Did they?
That's
the
it.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they left this one alone.
They made it taller and slimmer.
I can't see the point of
They
it.
left
You
this
seem to love them so much, but I will
I
always
love
have a
them.
distance.
It's
to
the
them.
best way to
It's
describe them
simple.
is iPhone. It does. I'll put it into.
It's the best at what it does, but it doesn't do much.
It does 50% of what Android can do, but all that 50%, it does borderline perfectly.
Yeah.
Android, on the other hand, can have some hiccups depending on what you're doing. It's getting better. It's getting almost to the point of iPhone.
Yeah.
But it also can do so much more. It's meant for the people who are tech savvy and
Yeah,
know-
the
and-
people-
and-
the people
and
who-
want to customize.
Let me
Yeah.
talk about iOS 7 though, because that's what they put out to.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
still-
I've heard about this. No,
Yes.
no. Let him explain exactly what I
iOS 7 is Apple's new operating system. Basically, I'm not gonna lie, it's basically a jock of Android. Basically, a
Oh,
jock
yeah.
of Android is
It
basically
really is.
It's basically gonna add customization, add multitask. It's a complete overhaul of what you see now.
Widgets and everything.
Everything.
What?
Yeah.
yeah, they're adding widgets.
Yeah, they're adding. Yeah, they're pretty much.
I didn't know they were at.
Yeah, they're adding.
And you know what they're
Widgets
gonna
have been
do?
on tons of devices. They're not really jocking
Basically,
it.
Yeah,
what
I
you
mean,
see will be null and
I
void
don't-
by next week.
You know what they're gonna do though? What they're gonna do because they're fucking Apple is
They're gonna patent it
they're
and
gonna
say
patent
they
everything.
made it up.
They're gonna try
They
to-
can't patent it though because it's already been done.
Dude,
This is one of the things that they can't
Apple
do.
has
No, they
this.
can do it.
Apple has this thing.
No, wait. Google patented it. They already.
Okay, well, but they're still using it because they have this thing of saying like, oh, your corners of all of your widgets are sharp-ended, ours are rounded, so it's different. But then if like, did you not hear about
I
all
heard
the
about
things
it.
that they did
I
with
hear about it
Samsung?
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
They're trying to come out with Samsung,
having it
and
be
Samsung
like
was like,
rounded a little, their
I was like-
corners are rounded
I'm like-
the same way
They're
or
stupid.
something, and
Yeah,
so they sued them for like $10 million
It's been
over that.
dropped.
And Samsung pretty much said fuck you. And then it got dropped, like you said. And so
it's they patent every single
And
possible.
This is coming from a guy who loves his Mac to death, and I have a serious problem with the way that
Apple
did
does
they
it.
run
Like,
they run their
they-
stuff.
I don't
Like when they came up with the iPad, they were like, "Oh, we made this up," but no, the tablet came out.
The
like
tablet's been out
2001.
forever.
Since, like,
Yeah.
it's been around since 08.
Because the iPhone made it
came
big
out in
because
01.
because the name
Yes.
brand of the I blank
Yeah.
is huge.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why.
And-
They can
No, did
make
you know
I
they
house
patent-
and it'd be
let me
the
talk
coolest
You
thing
know
about
they
ever.
patent that as well.
Let me talk-
They patent putting an I in front of anything. So iCarly, with every single episode, had to pay them
Oh,
a certain
yeah.
amount
Sounds,
of
yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds
They
like
patented
that sounds like
putting an
Apple
I in
bullshit.
front of
Let me
things.
tell you
That
about.
sounds
Let me
like
tell you
Apple.
about these tablets. They've been around because PDAs like personal what are they? What is the?
Display of affection.
Shut up.
You talking about the pen pads, the
pen pads.
the Palm Pilots.
Yeah,
Palm
Apple
Pilots,
buys. Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to love those things. Those things were
been
mad
around
cool.
since the
Yeah.
90s.
They were essentially like the first
with
tablet.
with
Yeah,
the
exactly.
stylus
And
and
then
everything.
it started to go toward BlackBerry type thing.
Yeah.
It kind of
So
diverged
really,
off-
it
BlackBerry
starts
had
out
its
with-
time, dude. They were on the throne
Dude,
for a bit.
they were the only smartphone for
Pretty
a
For
while.
a really long
When I
time.
had my
Oh,
BlackBerry, I loved it.
Up until the
2007.
iPhone.
You remember my
Up until the
BlackBerry?
iPhone. They
Yeah.
were pretty much the
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
smartphone
Yeah,
out
they
there.
But let
were
me
the
get back to
only
the
BlackBerry.
specs
Oh,
to the
sweet.
iPhone.
All right.
Alright.
The iPhone 5C does not have the fingerprint identity sensor, which is
Wait, are you saying that the
they're
iPhone
getting
can
rid
now...
of this,
Yeah, they-
and
yeah.
they're going to have.
Wait, can it read your fingerprint
read
and that's how it
it.
unlocks? Dude, that's awesome.
It's awesome, but then again, it's kind of like. So,
Did you say they're taking that out?
They're taking
With the
this
C.
home button out. They're taking
What-
away the
They've
home
had that
button
since the
from
beginning.
5S.
Yeah.
They can't do that.
They
yeah,
are.
but they can also see. They can't. They also
So let me get this
see
straight.
all
Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. They won't change the shape of the phone or the software of the phone at all for
They're
about
changing
12
software.
years. But they will take away the home button that has more or less iconized.
It's like the icon of
the icon of that phone.
It's one.
You
of,
see that square and you're like, it's an iPhone.
It's the iPhone.
It's one of the only 4 buttons on the phone.
What are they going to replace it with?
It's gonna still be here. It's
Are-
just gonna be like
are the-
less accented. It's
What is it
be-
gonna be like
is
a
it gonna
touch
be a
screen?
capacitive?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a touch, I think.
Because that hasn't been
okay.
being done from
Yeah.
Right? They're late, just like Call of Duty Ghosts.
Okay, and the 5C.
We're getting the video games later. That's a whole different subject that I
So
can't
the
wait
five-
to
Can
get
we,
to.
can we jump into that, please?
No, I want to start talking about this.
Oh, well, what?
The iPhone 5C does not have that. Now, the eyesight camera irritates the piss out of me.
What's the eyesight camera?
The camera.
That sounds like
just a camera.
Oh.
Well, how many megapixels are they
8
going?
megapixels on both.
Oh, so they're not jumping to the ultra pixel thing, or are they gonna call it super pixel?
No.
And then sue the people that call it ultra pixel because they came up with it.
They're gonna call it what is the symbol? I forgot what the symbol means, but it's like 1.5 crazy symbol pixels. They're also gonna add true tone flash to the iPhone 5S, but then leaving the LED flash for the iPhone 5C. Essentially, the iPhone 5C is the iPhone 5. That's
But with a color on the back.
plastic. It's just-
But
it's
we
just
got
a-
color for you now.
We got.
It
We
took
got.
a-
No longer will you have to live in the world of black and
It's
white.
almost that. It almost took us. It took us damn near 10 years.
In the
to get this shit
iPhone
right.
5C, we can have like.
We
no,
even I wish I could sit in that board office where they were like, guys, let's color the Nano. You gonna color the other iPods? Nah.
No, let me tell you
They
what
can
they. Let me tell you what they call the iPhone 5S. The gold iPhone 5S. They're calling champagne.
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 If it was so champagne, it wouldn't be $200. Champagne costs $1,000 a bottle if you want it real good.
No, and the pricing. And the pricing
Apple.
is terrible. The pricing is terrible. Like honestly, I think on contract it's so.
What do you do?
It's,
iPhones have been overpriced for
like,
so
on,
long.
on contract, it's so beautiful. The iPhone 5C is $99.
Of course.
You know, whatever.
Is it made
It's
just out of like cheaper material? That's it?
Plastic. Basically what the S3 is. Which I'm getting the S3. That's what I'm getting, the S3, because I'm done with Apple because one,
You were just talking about
I know,
how
I'm
you
good.
love-
Alright, let me say
I
something.
love
If you
Apple.
wanna customize anything on an Apple device, you have to jailbreak it.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
retarded.
But now they're making it like you don't have to jailbreak it with the iOS.
Because they're like,
7.
oh, we don't want people to jailbreak it because we're butthurt about what we do.
Even though they
We're
made it
butthurt-
legal.
We're butthurt about the fact that you can steal our apps and you jailbreak it because you want to customize it.
See, Android
No,
doesn't even
another
give a
perk.
crap about that. You can do that on Android all you want.
Yeah.
That's
don't
fine.
care.
I'm looking up right now about widgets, and it legitimately says, and I quote, "Apple was right. Widgets just ain't cool."
That's the first link that comes
Yeah.
up when you Google
Apple
iPhone
was
widgets.
right. Quote and then quote, "Widgets just ain't cool."
Widgets are the coolest thing ever. Like
They're helpful.
that lets me know
They're
what's
unbelievable.
going on. Like, that legitimately, when I open my phone, that lets me know what's going on.
My phone's
Facebook,
cluttered with
Twitter.
widgets. I got widgets for who's on Xbox. I got widgets for my clock,
The
my
weather.
calendar, the weather.
Yeah, exactly.
I have more
Blink
widgets on my phone
Blink feed
than
is
apps.
basically Blink feed is basically all widgets.
Yes,
That's why I
Yeah.
want it.
It's a continuous
Honestly,
widget.
that's why I'm making the switch. I like Apple. I
Don't
love
you have an
iPhone,
Android?
But first of all,
Like
I have
broke
no money
Android.
to buy an iPhone. Since I'm off contract, it is $549 for 16 gigabytes on the iPhone C, and it's $100 more if I get the iPhone 5S. So honestly, I feel like I can't afford it. I feel poor if I have an iPhone. I feel like I spent my life savings on it. Secondly, I think I've had a bad experience with my Android phone. I think it's just a bad Android phone. Because I have a Kia Rise, so I just think it's just...
It
I
is.
feel like I would want...
I can tell you right now, it's a bad phone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have the
I would rather have
a
an S3 than
Just,
an iPhone.
just to keep subjects going, and then we'll probably end up coming back to this. Just keep subjects going. Speaking of new things coming out, as is the iPhone, Grand Theft Auto 5 video game that many people will be pretty familiar with.
Not
coming
my
out,
conversation.
what was it? 4 days?
Not my
5
conversation.
days.
more days.
Chris, are you coming with us to the midnight release?
I'm gonna go.
Oh,
Cool.
Because it's Wednesday morning, correct?
Are you going?
No, it's Monday night.
Monday night.
It's Monday night?
Have
Cool.
a-
Because I don't have class
How are
till
you
4:30
going?
Tuesday, so that's great.
Are you 18?
I can stay up and sleep.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, I
I
can't
go.
He has
I
ID too and everything. So
I might, because I have an exam.
And I have my permit now, so I have a paper form of ID proving that I'm 18.
We're not talking about who can go to the midnight release. We're talking about the game. All right.
Alright,
So,
so I'm sorry.
as I'm sure people who are pretty familiar and tracing the game and all the stuff that's coming out with it, you've seen that new map. That map, Steven, have you seen the
I
new
haven't
map?
seen the
I
new
have
map.
Pull up a picture of the new map, as they've quoted for a while, is bigger than what was it? It's
Red Dead
Grand Theft
Redemption.
Auto San
Oh,
Andreas.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
Grand
it.
Theft Auto San Andreas,
4.
Grand Theft Auto 4, and Red Dead Redemption all
Combined.
combined into one, and it's still larger, and that's not even counting the underwater portion of the map.
Yeah, that map.
Yes, I
that's
did
all
see
new.
that.
Yeah,
You know, I want to say something. Although I don't play it, the only video game I play is Sims Sport, but we will talk about that next. But
Are they coming out with The Sims 4?
yes, 2014. I'm so excited, but we'll talk about that next.
Finally.
Right? They finally
I
moved up
like
in life.
watching GTA 4.
It's a fantastic game just to watch. Just
I
the
love
storyline.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's insane.
Let me see.
It's crazy.
Right up.
Yeah.
Like for the people watching, you go to IGN. They have a picture of
Wow.
it. It's got a downtown. Let me see how I can describe
That's
it.
my
It's got this
God.
downtown city area, your typical like city life, and then you go up, and there's just acres and acres of just
Wildlife.
random wildlife.
For our
I
audience
believe
at
you can
home-
go hunting in this
for
game.
our audience
Yes,
at
yeah,
home,
they already
it's
said
like-
that you can hunt.
And so you guys just
I'm hungry.
So yeah, I mean like Grand Theft Auto 4, it's M5. It's gonna be the biggest thing. Oh my goodness, yes.
For our audience at home, it's like 1/4 of the
Dude,
page.
it's so...
So
It's gonna be one of the biggest games. I can't wait. And then the online is supposed to be huge. Like
Yeah.
the online, you're supposed to.
Yeah, it's like there's like 600 missions online.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And they're calling it a prequel to the story of the original game. That's what the online is supposed to be. It's the story leading up to the main story of the game.
That's
But
great.
we have to wait another month for that.
Yeah, that oddly enough, the online content isn't out until October. But then again, it's
Oh
not as
my
odd
God.
because it's supposed to be on one big server.
All right,
So,
all right.
it makes
I have a reference here. Skyrim Everybody, I'm sure everybody played that game.
Not me.
That map was 16 miles. That just period. It was 16 miles. This game, Grand Theft Auto 5, is 49 miles. That's how big the map is.
That's huge.
How does that even run on current gen systems?
And with the stuff that they were showing, it looks pretty too.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Like
it looks really
good.
good.
What I'm excited about though is the bank heist missions.
Right.
Those are what I'm excited about because you get.
I'm excited to do that with friends.
Yeah, I
do heists like have one person stay back, have one person up on the roof in the helicopter ready to go. Like
yeah, I intend on fully like doing that online. The bank heists are going to happen online. Jordan, what's your take on this bank heist thing?
The bank heist, I mean, like it's practically just online missions. Like we're just gonna, my God, we're just like, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Casey just showed me this link. The map is simply 49 square miles.
Yeah,
we've addressed it.
I said.
We've addressed it. Yeah.
So,
and Skyrim was 16.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that already.
That literally takes like, I believe, an hour to like just pass from end
walk.
to end.
Well, but this car also has, or this game also has
cars and helicopters.
And
Yeah.
it also
Jets,
has an F-18.
But God, it'll
They
still
also
take
brought back
several
bikes.
minutes.
Yeah, they did bring back bikes.
Did they?
No,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
Yeah, they all have bikes.
Yes.
Let's have a marathon. Simply ride bikes
Bike
on
races.
Warhammer.
And you
point A to
can
point B.
make your own maps now. You can make your own races.
Yeah, you can build your own like team.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah,
build.
team deathmatch and all
your
this
own team
stuff.
deathmatches.
But the thing I'm gonna miss the most, they're making their own original score, which makes me like, I like when they get like different artists and thing, like
Wait, what's going on?
their own music score. Their own musical score.
In Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
Some of them, some songs they may make.
They also have ambient music, so when you walk around, there's random music playing, like in Red Dead.
Do they have ambient music now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So like you'll be
did
walking
not
on the
know.
street and like if somebody's listening to music, the music. Will
No, not that. It's
What are you
just like
talking about?
ambience.
It's
Like,
just in the background.
There's music in the background.
It's just
It has to be at
background
all
music.
times.
That takes a really.
Yeah, it's kind of like Minecraft, only
Oh.
Yeah, like in Minecraft.
It's like
I'm not
Minecraft,
a
but
big
less
fan
invasive.
of that.
I hope you can
take
turn
the
it off.
music in mind.
Yeah,
I'm sure you can.
I feel as though if the world is like silent and you're just listening to footsteps where you are, it should just be footsteps.
Yeah, because it's more
I'll probably
dramatic.
end up turning the music off, to be honest with you. Unless I'm really mind blown.
That's really irritating.
Like, I'm not
That
gonna
takes the
lie.
realism out of it. And I
Yeah.
don't like that.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, that some of the music that they have in Grand Theft Auto 5, oh, it's great.
Yeah,
They
they do have a pretty good.
They got like the
set
old
list.
fashioned like West Coast raps.
Then
They've got a pretty good selection of rock music too, which is surprising because I'm not really ever a fan of Grand Theft Auto rock music.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah,
It's usually some underground
the
back
fourth
alley
soundtrack that didn't like.
Yeah, I was
That
listening
was
to some back
terrible.
alley. So even the hip hop music on there, like one or two songs were
Yeah.
being known by people, and then everybody else was just kind of like under the radar, and no one really heard of them. But in 4, a lot of people heard the artists that are going to be on the track, that are going to be on their radio stations. So I really do approve of it. But in the online mode, you get to fly an F-18s.
Right?
Yeah, the F-18 in the online mode is going to be.
In San Andreas, I didn't really like the plane flying because the environment didn't look that good. But back
Yeah.
then, it was amazing.
It was
amazing back
It
then.
was
We
Going
was-
back to
it
it
was a
now, it's
perfect
just
free
like,
roam.
ew, what is this?
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like back, like in like whenever the game came out,
2005.
back, 2005, yeah. PS2
Or
graphics
so.
were at that point
Yeah.
at its peak because it was just they pretty much did everything to it until Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Well, I have
That
a
game was
list.
awesome.
Oh
I have a
my
list
God,
right
yes.
here of the different, just the radio station names.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna name off all the
Don't- yeah,
Simply
music.
take
That's too much music. Yeah, that's
Alright,
gonna take
well-
a
Does that say it has licensed 240 songs?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Yes.
What a
All right.
journey.
So, Radio Los Angeles,
All right,
Channel
expensive.
X,
okay.
Rebel Radio.
Well, wait. Why don't you read like the genres that it pertains to?
Okay. Well, Radio Los Santos is blazing hip hop across San Andreas for 25 years.
All right.
Channel X is punk.
It's like punk music.
Yes.
All right. You got,
Rebel Radio is Blaine Country, so it's country music. East Lost FM is Mexican electronics or Mexican electronica mixing
corridos
corridos
and traditional songs with hip hop, rock, and ska.
That
Alright.
sounds interesting.
Please, please have no doubt. Please have no doubt.
West Coast
Right.
Classic,
God.
What's the classic?
Fly Low FM,
Alright.
which actually has a list. Which, by the way, if you guys care, the first name that popped out was Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
So,
The first thing that popped out of me was Outcast.
Yeah, Outcast I can do.
So you can,
Outkast,
so
like,
you can,
Tyler the Creator went up to them, to ask them if he could have their song in the game because it's his
Did he
favorite
really?
series.
That's awesome.
Okay, that's dope. Okay, I can understand that. I respect that.
I don't like Tyler.
All right.
To be honest.
I like some of his.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
I don't
A
like
teenager sounds like a teenager kind of bitch. Like his
Alright,
old
well-
stuff sounds like a teenager bitch.
All right, well, Vinewood Boulevard Radio, Los Santos Rock Radio. You can guess what that's playing. Oh no, it ends pretty quickly. Yeah, that's just all comments. Non-stop pop.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's pop.
Really?
Soul
Is that a pop
Wax.
station?
That's soul. The blue arc. I'm assuming that's blues.
Yeah, I guess.
Worldwide FM.
Probably like
the hits,
international
maybe?
music.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
Could be.
The lowdown.
Alright.
Probably like underground type music.
Probably.
Okay.
Are these all the stations?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
Radio Mirror Park.
And then we got Space 103.2, which is like a. It
80s
says it's a
boogie funk station.
That's gonna be something.
Yeah. West Coast Talk
And then
Radio. of
along
course.
along with these the music radio stations, they have two stations that are specifically talk radio.
Dude, I
Which,
love those
I don't know
in
if you've
Grand
ever
Theft Auto.
if
My
you've ever
city.
listened to a radio talk show on Grand Theft Auto.
They're so
They're
So like
hilarious.
On Vice
They're
City,
so
BCPR.
Oh my
That
gosh.
was the
I've
best.
I've found myself crashing into buildings because I start crying from tears of laughter.
I'm not gonna lie.
And then-
Integrity was hilarious.
All right, well, there's one more, and it's called Blaine Country Talk Radio. That's the other talk radio.
Okay.
Mhm.
I assume it's gonna be on some country topics and
Wait,
et cetera.
since there's multiple talk show things, like if you go into a different section of town, does it change?
I'm wondering if like
Yeah.
the area of town you're in, like if the
Well,
music like changes, because I'm hoping what they do is like if a person has their windows down, maybe you can hear the music in their car.
Like in
so you don't have
Saints Row when
music.
their door opens.
You can do that in Grand Theft Auto 4. That's already a thing. In that.
Yeah, that's the thing. When
Yeah,
you open the
yeah,
door,
you can hear the music.
and then when you close the door, you
But
can barely hear
it's pretty unrealistic, like to where it's like blazing in your ears whenever you're in the car, and you get out, and it's like you
It's
can
like-
barely hear it at all.
Yeah.
And like that'd be really cool. Like if you're driving the country, obviously most people will be listening to country radio or like bluegrass type stuff.
I will.
And then if you go like down,
Sure will.
if you go downtown, like you've got like pop, some hip hop.
Hey.
Oh, like yeah, and you go into an urban environment, you
Yeah,
would
if
hear
you
hip
go
hop.
to if you go to Grove Street, hip hop all day, probably. More than
I am hoping that they have that area in the game, or like a
They
mission
do.
takes
They
place.
confirmed it.
Yeah.
CJ's house isn't in it though.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah,
Come on now.
Is Grove Street not in it?
it is.
Yeah, Grove Street did it,
But CJ's house?
CJ's house was on Grove Street. It was in the cul-de-sac on
Yeah,
Grove Street.
How is
How-
it?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
Maybe they said that to keep it a surprise.
For
I hope
reasons,
so, like-
for reasons, it would be okay to do a spoiler alert for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas at this point, right? Because it's
Oh,
pretty
of
pretty long
course.
time.
Yes,
Because I wanted to relate something.
That game came out no
Because
five.
I don't want somebody to be listening to this and be like, they're about to play like the last mission of Grand Theft Auto, and they're like, well, I might as well throw the game out my window.
There's maybe like a 3-week cap max
Like, I'm not gonna-
on spoiler alerts.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. That game came out no five. If you
Well,
haven't beat it,
what I was gonna say is
I
at the end
haven't
of the
beaten it,
game,
but I don't care.
at the end of the game, you're having the last chase with Tenpenny, the main antagonist of the game, and he's in a fire truck. And the game ends when the fire truck hits the bridge above Grove Street, and he crashes the fire truck into the central of Grove Street.
Oh
And I'm wondering if they'll have like something like to like what am I thinking? Like an Easter egg of it, like maybe like a hose or something is still
or
there.
you find like
from-
a piece of like equipment.
so-
from
or maybe you find his badge in somebody's
Right.
backyard or
You-
something.
So-
yeah, maybe. That
Uh,
doesn't
Or
sound
what's
bad.
his name's holes are still dug up in his backyard.
Provider.
You just see the patched up holes. You're just like, what the heck?
I hope they still have the basketball hoop. I
Why out of all things the basketball?
want to play basketball.
And yeah, like I'm so excited for that game. And how you guys feeling about Ghost? It's going up and down as far as I hear right now.
Like so far, I'm not.
Especially with
getting
you, Casey. You'll
I'm
come over one day
actually
and you'll be like,
really
it looks
surprised
so, it
by
looks
the
so
trailer.
good.
The trailer impressed me.
it. Is it good?
The gameplay. Have you seen the gameplay?
I haven't seen the
It
gameplay.
impressed me. The multiplayer gameplay. It's so different.
Is it-
Like, did you see the knifing in it?
I have not. I haven't seen the
Why are you
trailer.
looking at me like that?
I-
He
I-
disagrees.
But keep going. What's the knifing?
I don't know how to explain that.
Is the HUD changed at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hype changed.
A little.
I wonder if they've changed the movement at all. Because you can tell between the difference of movement in like Halo 3, for instance, to Halo Reach. Like they amped up the movement a lot.
Well, yeah, they changed Just like Battlefield Bad Company 2 controlled like a robot. It was awful. And then but then Battlefield 3, it's still not. I do agree that the controls in Call of Duty are so snappy and great. But in Battlefield, Battlefield 3, there's still a little robot-y, but
well, I'll even use your argument this, and normally we don't agree on this matter, but when it comes to Call of Duty, it's what you call basic, so it's easy to make snappy controls.
It's an arcade shooter.
With Battlefield, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
The fact that their servers can even hold up 30 frames per second, it is 30, right? Is beyond me. Because you'll be just running around, and somebody will crash a jet into the building you were just about to walk into to go capture the flag.
Yeah. And the new games, they promised 60 frames. I don't know if they promised 60 frames on the old gen systems.
Yeah.
I'm assuming no.
It's probably Xbox One.
Yeah, I'm assuming the new systems and the old systems. I don't know.
Because the game's graphics for Battlefield 4 look crazy.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Well, I told Jordan this. Let me tell you guys. So whenever they were doing all the gameplay and the footage and everything at E3, where they showed off the game, apparently Microsoft actually wasn't using the Xbox One system.
Were they not?
No. There was a big TV and then there was the table where they kept the system, but they didn't show off the system. There's one part where one crashed and somebody reset it and it reset Windows. And he had to open it up and somebody took a picture of it really quickly before he could block it off, and it shows like a supercomputer running a GTX. I don't.
So
know,
they lied.
They lied. Yes, it was basically a PC. It was running on PC.
So not a system.
So not a system.
Not on a system. So they could possibly give you on the.
But they were using the Xbox One controllers.
Yeah, but it's not hard. It's not hard to sync it up with PC.
Oh yeah, of course. But I'm just saying that I don't know what to expect. But
I'm hoping for the best.
At Gamescom. They had gameplay as well, and I don't know. And you could also sit down and play with it. I don't know if they proved that it was on Xbox One there or on PS4 or whatever. I don't know that scenario, but I know at E3 that they were caught with that. That they were caught cheating and running it on
PC.
They had the Xbox, because with the Xbox One it has 3 operating systems running at the same time.
Yeah.
And one of them is Windows 8, so they can easily.
Wait, there's Windows, huh?
It's a version of Windows 8 plus a version of the original Xbox operating system with a third one that's simply there to have them merge really easily and fluently and go between the two, like jumping on the internet and then playing games and all that stuff. It makes it really fluent and simple.
Are you putting it on Get 'em One?
Yeah, not yet. I had $300 saved up for it. And then my brother made me change my mind. he convinced me.
Yeah, I'm not getting the Xbox One for quite a while because
I'll probably end up getting around Christmas, not release date. And it's not like if I wanted to get on release date. It's not like I could.
I'm getting the Nintendo 1DS.
Why?
Swag 300.
Wait,
Why?
what is that?
It doesn't exist, and he's being stupid. So
and I did a lot of research on the 2DS as well.
I don't want to no longer talk about that because you ruined it for me, Ryan. Moving on. What do we got about music this week?
Well, Miley Cyrus's new video, she's naked in her new video record.
It
was hot.
It was hot, but you can't see anything.
It was really hot. Dude, you can get it was as close as...
Now I understand why people are saying her body looks good. It's that ugly thigh gap that kills me.
Thigh gap?
Yeah.
The stupid little face that kills
the
me.
Chicken?
Yeah, it's the thigh gap of
the basted chicken?
Yeah.
Pretty much. It looks disgusting.
For our listeners that don't know what the thigh gap is, the thigh gap is some crazy fad made by
Tumblr.
Tumblr chicks. Because it looks cute. But I honestly...
It's a thing that people are doing now?
People girls want the thigh gap because it's cute.
What is a thigh gap?
It's it makes an arch.
Have you not seen the picture? Have you not seen the picture?
No, it sounds gross.
You haven't seen the Miley Cyrus
somebody
picture?
look it up.
Pull it up.
Somebody please pull it up.
You need to see
I'm now interested.
Pull that mother up.
You won't be able to look at Miley Cyrus the same way again.
Well, I was never able to look at her in a good light.
When she had long hair, she was...
Season 2 of Hannah Montana, her and Emily Osment both got so...
Emily Osment's still hot, though.
I don't know what season...
She's on Vine.
She's still
She's
there?
on Vine. She's so hot.
Is she on Vine?
Is she even alive?
Yeah, she's on Vine. She's hot. She's hotter than...
Emily?
Emily
I did
Vine.
not know.
yeah.
I did not know she was on Vine.
Emily Vine,
I
yeah.
will add her.
She's on Vine.
I will
Yeah,
add
I
her.
will add her on Vine.
I
Emily Vine's
was
getting
gonna say, I hope
Casey House.
I hope that they're at home and they get on iTunes or wherever we're about to put this. Oh God! Oh, hey, the crane picture of the Star Wars stuff that is disgusting and gross. And I thought that was photoshopped in that picture, but I guess it's a real thing.
Did you see the pictures of her kneecaps?
How do you
Where
make
Yeah,
that?
it looks like Carlton.
It looks like Carlton.
How do you make that?
Easy.
Like people want that? How do you
easy.
make that?
Seriously, be easy with rappers.
Some girls like. Some
Ugh.
girls
Rappers?
want. There's a rumor going around. She's been boning
been
every
putting it
rapper
out.
that she knows.
2 Chainz.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
French Montana, and Juicy J, and a couple other ones that aren't married.
I'm still not following.
Minus Weekly.
He bangs rappers.
Yeah.
Casey.
Oh,
She bangs rappers like
frankly.
2
Allegedly.
Chainz. Allegedly.
Please put that
We
on.
don't know. Allegedly.
Alright. Before
that's not
we get
even-
into the
that's not
subject
even this.
of bad music,
Yeah.
can we please do a complete 180 overhaul on this? And go into some music that we enjoy. And we can even go in a circle, I don't care.
Can we talk about Gaga real quick? I'm
Supposedly, Ryan showed me a picture of her without all the weird stuff last night.
She's hot.
And she's hot.
Here,
Yeah.
Oh,
I see
her
it.
like with her
It was some
her new
picture with her
image?
black hair.
I got it.
And she was from the side. I have
Well,
to say, that was top notch.
I got
I
this.
will say
Top notch.
I will say I got 30 Seconds to Mars, Love, Lust, Faith, and Dreams yesterday, which I had planned on not getting like ever because I heard the single
We heard that
up
one
in the
single
air,
that first
up
night.
in the air,
Yeah.
God,
and
it's so awful.
it sounded all right, but it was so like synthetic
Yeah.
that I didn't care. But I got the album and I listened to it most of the way through yesterday, and there were like City of Angels is a fantastic song. There were a couple okay ones, but I don't know. I'm not fully set on it right now. I can't get off of Pierce the Veil's new, most recent album.
yes.
It's not new, but I
Yeah.
cannot get off. Didn't that come out in like 2010?
2012.
2011.
Oh, I guess 2011.
I think it was 11 or 12. I don't know.
God, and they're still running on that.
What we got in the rap community, Steven?
Well, hip hop wise, Drake's new album comes out in like 2 weeks.
Is this supposed to be his greatest hits?
It's not
Or is
Drake,
it-
no, it's his new.
He has an actual new album coming out?
Yeah, he has an
What happened to
actual
him
new
doing like reggae or something?
album. Ew, no one.
Oh, you think of Snoop?
No,
Snoop
Lion?
Lion.
Yeah,
No.
Snoop Lion did that too, but
Wes
but
Khalifa, that's who you're thinking of.
No,
you're thinking
no,
of Wes.
no.
Drake wasn't supposed to.
Would not this album, but the album before this. It was.
You were arguably talking to one of Drake's biggest fans. I'm pretty sure he would know. Next to the Weeknd.
I did research on it after my brother told me.
I mean,
Weeknd came on Music Choice.
Wait, he came on Music Choice.
I
What's
actually
on?
like them now. I don't know. It was one of the new songs.
Who did?
them?
He's a
Him.
guy.
Who?
It's just one
The
dude.
Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
The
This is his
Weeknd.
artist of choice.
He's
yeah, that picture.
He's not even an R&B.
Don't touch any of the buttons or we'll go
His
back.
singing, the Weeknd singing is more R&B esque.
Her,
But
she still looks like a man to me.
She's hot.
She's
let me see.
fantastic.
Let me see
too.
Gaga's photo. But the Weeknd, back on the topic. I'm sorry. The Weeknd.
Oh, her B shoe.
The Weeknd.
B magazine shoes.
is-
I've seen all
he
of
sings R&B, but he's in the hip hop genre due to his beats and his content of his lyrics. But his voice is more R&B esque. So he just came out with his album Kissland, and I for one think it's his best stuff ever. Like his album Kissland is just oh my goodness, it's almost like a masterpiece type thing.
Speaking of new stuff, I know me and Casey, I believe Ryan's heard too, the Hail to the King.
I heard
Pretty
one
top
song.
notch album, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not, in my opinion.
It's not-
I like their older
Yeah.
stuff better.
Yes.
But it is.
At the end
good.
of the day, it's still A7X, and everything they've ever produced I
it's-
enjoy.
For
But
the
I
people
will
who don't know
say,
what A7X is, why don't you tell
it's
me?
Avenged Sevenfold, heavy rock band / metal. I don't know.
They're definitely more metal than rock.
I would say heavy rock
Hard rock.
or hard rock. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I'd probably call
Well,
it hard rock. Really.
I got into a discussion with one of my bandmates, Wesley, who is a diehard Avenged Sevenfold fan as well, and he came to me and he was like, Casey, do you think that we like Hail to the King because it's Avenged Sevenfold?
Yeah.
And I was like, I've thought about that before, and I listened to it the first time and I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then I thought about that and I was like, all right, I'll listen to it one more time, but like, just seriously listen to it because I know I don't like music like that. I don't like old like 90s and early 2000 metal. In my opinion,
Yeah.
I don't. But I listened to it again and it's still really, really good to me. It just because it's not singing about like pointless stuff. Like most of their songs are actually about pretty
like with most
relevant
metal
stuff.
groups, it's mostly like I hate to put the stereotypes on the genre, but it's a lot of just aggressive and sad stuff. But there's a lot of there's a lot more emotions. It's more 3-dimensional with that band.
See, I'm starting to see more and more music, like especially in the hip hop community, it's becoming less about being hard and more about yourself, and less about being. I don't know.
I preferred it when it was hard because when it was hard, they would typically tell stories about their rough lifestyle.
No,
and that had emotion behind it.
I know, but now,
They're
so
rapping
far
about social issues and things like that.
aside from the radio stuff, don't listen to the radio. By the way,
No, dude, you know me. I will rather have my radio off than ever listen to the radio. My phone's always on in the car.
yeah. See, I would do that, but my car's a piece of junk. But we're gonna get back to that whenever we can. Right now, like listen to hip hop. Like go on the internet and research like G-Eazy, Kendrick Lamar, and anybody from TDE. They pretty much rap about stuff that they go through during life.
I have a lot of respect for Macklemore.
I like
So
Malcolm.
do I.
And see, I respect Malcolm Moore as an artist, but I don't respect his fans in a sense. Well, at least his bandwagon fans in a sense, because they think he's the first rapper that ever done a song against homophobia,
Right.
and I
The
hate
truth-
that.
and I agree with that.
You know, I'm happy that Macklemore's sing love, like people from like me.
What the big thing is with that song is that it's getting big on the radio.
That's big
huge.
for gay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
big
that's
for
good.
like.
That's huge in hip hop in general.
Yeah.
The reason people have done songs like this for a lot, no matter what genre of music.
Yeah.
Frank
But
Ocean,
the reason why
Lambert, we have
the reason
so
why
many.
it's becoming big and he's getting a lot coming from it is because of he just had good timing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right now is
It's one of the most
big
pressing
time
with
with
matters
gay rights.
in the country.
Yeah, it's one of the most
Gay
pressing
rights,
matters in
yeah.
the country. Right? So yeah, Casey's right. He had timing,
He
but
had
all his
great
fans make them think, oh man, other rappers don't do this.
No other
et
rapper
cetera,
does.
et cetera.
Because they listen to the radio,
Kanye
so they
West
hear.
did.
his
I can tell
songs
right now
over and over
Eminem
and
has
over.
had tons of songs where
Exactly.
he's
Eminem
spoken out
was
against
really
homophobia.
Kanye
Eminem
West.
was actually the first, I think.
Yeah,
I think he
Eminem.
was the first.
it was Eminem. It was
His early work has a lot of
at least in
Eminem.
rap.
Yeah, Eminem was the first one
Eminem.
because he did the
Eminem
show with
rap.
he did the
I
MTV
hate
Awards
his
with
new song. Have you heard it?
Berserk.
Oh God, it's awful.
Is it
Berserk.
really?
I don't.
It's not
like it.
alright. It's
Okay.
not.
It's not his
I-
best work.
I mean, good for Eminem that he debuted it in the top 3.
Well,
on
that's
Billboard.
that's
good.
because he's Eminem.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
can make a country song and they'd still probably be like, it's Eminem, guys.
You guys hear that Ariana Grande's album was
That's how we see
number
the
one?
only-
I love her album.
It was
Forget that one song that I have. Like, I've never.
Technical difficulties. Sorry about that. A little clip, little chop clip, and we're back. So
We're back. So.
Ariana Grande's new album. You were on that?
Yes.
Yeah, you're talking about it.
I have not listened to it. I don't plan on
I
listening to it.
love it.
But I did see her
You
new
ready for this?
video. I did see her new video because I simply saw a link on my Blink feed that simply said Ariana Grande's 5 hottest outfits in her new video.
What?
I was
What?
like,
And Casey
What?
simply looks at it and
alright.
goes, alright, I think I get into
I'm
this.
interested. Dude, watch it. Anyways, and I saw like another thing on my Blink. I love Blink
Sounds
feed.
like
I saw another thing where like
It's
she
fantastic.
said that apparently she's the 15th. I don't know if it's person or female artist. I think it's female artist
Female
to ever get in the top 5
Female.
or number 1
Female.
in on her first debut
Yeah.
album,
Mm-hmm. I heard that.
Yeah.
which
It's
is
great.
huge.
They're
That's-
saying she's the new Mariah Carey.
Yes,
Yes, the
which
Mariah
is
Carey.
basically the
She's
biggest
a good
compliment
singer,
you can
though.
get as a girl.
Yeah.
Her vocal
She's a
range.
good singer.
Yeah, she has a
Her
fantastic
vocal
voice.
range is so freaking.
That's all why I'd watch Victorious.
yeah, right. And that's
I watch Victorious because they're all hot.
Yeah, all of them.
Right?
Shout out to the
Her-
girls in Victorious.
Her pipes.
Shout out to them
Hit,
ladies.
hit me up.
Her pipes are gold. Like honestly, if Mariah Carey were to like
Hit her with my golden
Some-
pipe.
stop.
God.
I was talking about Lady Gaga because then I would say she can ride my pogo stick. Or my
Disco
disco
snap.
stick. Disco
Disco
stick.
stick.
Disco stick is what
Wow.
But you
I'm
almost got it. Now give you credit
Dang
for
it.
it anyway.
Oh,
Dang it.
I will give you half credit.
Half credit. Like a
You
snap.
got what I meant.
I got it. I'm pretty sure they'll get what you meant
You can
too.
ride
I'm
my
pretty sure they
disco
will get
stick.
it. They'll get it.
Lord have mercy.
Take 2.
Anyway, I think like she honestly brought singing back into like the pop realm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Especially since Blurred Lines came out. Jesus Christ.
That
I,
song.
I have to say, dude, it really be crap, but I do enjoy that song.
I don't know what Blurred Line is.
Blurred Lines
Robin
by
Thicke.
Robin Thicke.
I want to
I
play this song.
hate Robin Thicke.
I know you do, but
Why? Why? No. Explain why you don't like Robin Thicke.
he hates him because of his ego. We already had discussion.
It's-
We got actually in a pretty big fight because of it.
I
That
take
is
that back. I
shocking.
can't say that I hate him. I don't know much about him.
Yeah.
The only music I've heard from him is like what he did at the VMAs and what's on the radio and that's the shit that's been being played everywhere.
Yeah, that's radio. Again, don't listen to the radio.
Well, no, I don't,
Yeah.
but I hear it. But I don't like it. And also, I heard like that like in his most recent video, he's just like walking around with like naked girls and shit.
Yeah.
And
Blurred
Give it to you.
Lines.
No, give it to you.
No,
give it to
he's
you.
talking
It's
about
latest one.
And
Well,
that
it's-
just simply that line pisses me off.
No, it's
I want to
no.
give it to you.
No.
Oh, so you have it's a what's the word I'm thinking of? Not a gift, but it's a
Like his thing is like
like
you're
it's-
privileged to have.
it's a privilege for the female to take his dick.
See,
That
see.
makes-
Alright,
that
well, if
makes
you
me-
think about it in the opposite sense, a whole bunch of girls think it's their pleasure to give you the V.
But that's that
But-
female. That's literally the way it's been for God knows how long.
But why not change it?
Yeah. See,
I would love
It's not
to.
like it's.
But do you not think that I hate that girls do that too?
It's just.
But it's literally like Robin Thicke, and then
I did
female
not mean
race.
to go to this far.
That's
no,
the
no,
difference.
girls
If I
do-
was a
girls
R&B
do
singer and
things.
I had one of the hottest women alive married to me, I would.
Who is he married to?
Some
Paula
really
Patton,
hot
she's so
actress.
beautiful.
Yeah.
You know
Who is
that
it?
woman,
Paula
Paula
Patton.
Patton.
I don't
You
know.
know when we went to the movies and there was that movie about that flight attendant, the main character.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'll pull a picture of her.
you're talking about
Just
freaking-
continue talking.
It's talking about a freaking preview in a movie that was probably
I think half of
But no.
half of my anger towards him is also jealousy. I will completely admit that.
He's so hot.
What's her name?
Jesus.
Paula Patton.
He's so hot. Like
I
honestly,
will
I
admit
think
that.
I
would
like his
sell
old
space.
songs.
And no matter how
Yeah,
much,
I love
no matter
his
how
songs. Like,
crazy
what's that one
Miley
song we
Cyrus
were
is
jamming
getting,
out
she touched him
Lost Without You?
and twerked on him.
Wanna
so.
Love You?
Like
Yes, that's
Lost Without You was a good
Yes,
song.
that was amazing.
I like his first album.
Yeah,
I
his first
love
album.
his not first album. That's his second album or
What?
third
Wait,
album.
that was his third album?
third or second.
Ooh, a dime.
album. Wow, you found money. That's what I need to find.
I'm not cutting that out.
When I was
Nah, it's getting cut out.
what was I about to say? The Sex Therapy album was really good. I enjoyed that album so
That was more for what it was, sex. That was more for you sleep with a chick and you play the song.
Now Love After
Really?
Now Love After War was terrible. I
Love
hated
After War. That's the song Love After War, baby. Like, I like that song, but the
I
song...
hate that album.
That was
I hate every last part. I hate corny music. So Love After War was corny. To me, it was so corny. It was
smell?
But yeah, like...
Love After War was corny. This last album, I hate Blurred Lines. I like Give It To You.
Give It To You pisses me off, too. All the stuff that's on the radio makes me mad. All the stuff that's not on the radio doesn't make me mad.
You know you're looking so.
You guys don't know my dad. He's like Robin Thicke since day one. So that artist in himself has a huge impact on my childhood.
It's true. I mean, yeah.
Woo! I just got a fantastic idea. Well, I personally think now would be a good time for advertisements, and I just thought of one that I really would. I really want to push.
Throw it up now.
My dad. He's been looking a lot for gigs. He just played with his old band Snuff. If you don't know who they are, look them up.
They're pretty big in the Virginia area.
Yeah.
They just headlined a festival that had like 10,000 people.
10,000 people.
And
that's huge.
but they're not getting back together anymore. Like that was their farewell.
Oh,
So,
wow.
but my dad plays by himself and sometimes with a couple other people. Like he has Billy Etheridge, who he plays with. They go by Billy Bob. But my dad's name is Robbie House, and he looks for gigs all over the place, all over the Virginia Beach area. He plays at like bars and places like that.
Venues.
Venues.
Not really. He doesn't. Not really venues, I guess. Like
Any place.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
just he plays acoustic guitar. It's just an acoustic.
Has he ever checked out
acoustic.
H2O? It's a bar in Virginia Beach.
I do not know.
Really? Do they let pop artists?
I'm not sure, but
But
Mikey
the
played
days,
there.
know how
You
the days
remember?
are.
Mikey played there when we sat out in your dad's car.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Mikey played at H2O.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool venue. Yeah.
Was Mikey in a band? Or
He was playing in a band.
He was playing trombone.
Yeah, it was like a. It was a real.
It was like a ska band.
Yeah, it's like a ska band.
I was about to say that's kind of odd.
So,
I would.
You said ska.
I want Mikey in my pants so bad.
so hit us up with the points of contact. If you got
Excuse
any
me?
kind of gigs for Casey's dad to go at.
I
By
thought
the
you said
way-
pants at first, but then I heard band.
Bye.
No,
I'm gonna shut up now.
that too, but
Well, we're gonna wrap it up.
No, it's not.
Wait, are we?
No, we're not gonna wrap it up. It's only 49 minutes in. 49, 30. Man, my boy.
You delayed
I'm talking
bum.
about end.
I'm
So,
talking about yourself at the end, man.
Oh.
Oh,
In case
hey,
you guys were
you
wondering,
shut
it's
up.
hot.
Why don't we talk about Busch Gardens, the local
Let's not talk about
amusement
Busch
park?
Gardens.
No, because
I thought you were just gonna stop at the word bush. And I was
Talk about Bush.
We're gonna go
I like
with a big
Bush.
tire of Bush.
I hate Bush.
That's all.
And Bush Light.
that's what my mom drinks. I don't know why, but she has a lot of Bush Light in my house.
No, we were talking about this in the car earlier. When women drink beer.
That's the most unattractive thing. Like,
Really?
slightly, to me, it's unattractive. Like, when a girl drinks beer, I don't know.
Girls-
Slightly-
Whatever. They
Girls-
can drink whatever
Yeah,
they
girl,
want.
same with like if a guy wants to order a martini, let him order a martini.
personally-
I personally
I don't know.
want a
It's
martini.
something to
Don't we
me
all know
that-
why we want a martini.
It's something to me.
It's a fruity drink.
It's something.
That's why we all know.
It's
why
yum.
martini.
Whatever tastes
Like
good.
a screwdriver tastes good too. Like,
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what screwdriver is.
Screwdriver?
I think I've heard of it.
You know what a screwdriver
I
is?
think so. What is it?
It's like, I don't know how to describe it because it was dark and I just was drinking anything to get drunk. So, I was drinking anything
But
to
you
get
were.
drunk.
I think I know what
Yeah,
it
which
is.
I got.
It's not illegal, my
squirrel.
friend.
Ow.
Stop looking at the window.
Dude,
You're like that dog for what's that movie called?
Up.
Yes, from Up.
you need to like.
Anyway, I don't know how to make drink. I don't know what the drink. I don't know what the drink's called. Screwdriver. Look it up. It's
The
awesome.
screwdriver I had, it was like orange juice and
That was
vodka.
it. That was it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Yeah,
It's
that was
delicious.
good. That was good. I pretty much downed that as soon as I stepped in the building. I said,
I mean,
done. Wasn't even faced. It was
How about that mix you made downstairs? That was pretty good.
Oh, the Coke and
Yeah.
Jack. Yeah.
I don't drink, but I definitely think it like the whole idea. It's the whole idea of what a guy can drink and what a girl can drink and what they'll
It's
be
stupid.
judged
That
on.
whole
Yeah,
notion-
it's, that whole
it's-
notion's stupid.
It's a
but
beverage.
The notion's stupid, but girls I date, I personally think it's kind of unladylike drinking beer. Granted, I'm not
Okay,
gonna judge
so
you.
so would
You
you
can't?
so if a girl were to not date you because you decided that you wanted to
That's fine. That's
to
her
drink-
opinion. It's her opinion.
That wouldn't piss you off.
It
If you were
wouldn't piss me
to go ask out a girl and she were to say no, do you see the
No,
drink
you're drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade. You probably love men.
You would get so mad. Don't,
Whoa. Stop.
Look, you're talking to a guy who, on the rare occasions that I have drank, I love Mike's Hard Lemonade. It's that and Smirnoff,
I've
which
never-
everybody says that's gay.
Smirnoff's not a
I love it.
Don't knock Smirnoff. Smirnoff's not a
Don't
good
knock
drink.
it.
Smirnoff's not a great drink at all.
I just think it's weird because I see it on Instagram a lot, and I'm like,
Damn it,
first of all, you're
So is
promoting.
Pinnacle. Pinnacle is not. Pinnacle has been dubbed a female drink, which it's not. We've all
record this in the studio. It will be
Like-
blank white.
like. Let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic here. Pinnacle is not. Pinnacle is not a. It's not a gay drink. It's not a great drink at all. It's not.
so
For people wondering
It's
why
not
we're
a
so
girl
distracted, I just want to say that Casey has a severe case of ADD, and he's just messing with stuff in the room, and I have to babysit him and knock it out of his hand before he does it.
And then we have to bring it
And
back.
in
to
case
time.
if anybody else was wondering, Jordan's a dick.
Wow. Well, we
Oh,
we all are in moderation. I didn't.
No,
do that
today
at all.
when we were leaving the storage unit, I was really mean. I apologize.
You weren't mean. You were just being annoying.
Well, what
I was
happened?
so mean.
He was-
being irritated
He
too.
was yelling at the people.
I heard some yelling.
Yeah,
I was yelling.
He was yelling at the
because
people
they
who were
were in
blocking the way.
They parked in the middle of the street. There was so much
Oh,
parking.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
All you gotta do is ask them to move, and then they move, and you go on with your day. You can't just be.
But how
mad at
stupid
people.
are you to park in some like random spot?
Anyway,
I do agree,
let's
but-
get back to the topic at hand. Girls
Change the
drinking-
topic of hand.
Oh, yeah, we just didn't change the
Just
topic.
change it.
All right, cool. We're just gonna change the topic.
So as you guys know,
ceiling fans.
Shut
up.
What?
As you know, the school just came in session and everybody's going back to school. Me, Steven, Chris, we're going to college.
I'm going
How's,
there
how's,
January.
how's school been going for you, Casey? Any
Got a girl's number.
Yeah,
last year.
That lives
I have to
two doors
say-
down.
Oh
from
yeah,
where we currently
from
are.
where we currently are. He got DJ's
at
number.
an undisclosed.
DJ's number?
Yeah.
Ooh, Francis' sister.
We don't really need.
At an
We don't need
undisclosed
names.
She's
location.
cute. That's an initial. A lot of girls have
I used to go to
DJ.
TTC in January.
Are you going for
Right.
winter?
Yeah.
Wait, does the winter The spring semester doesn't start in January, does it?
It starts in like March. Or
I was about to say.
Let me see.
It starts in March.
I need a lot more than a month break.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like spring semester starts in March. It's like.
So
technical difficulties again. Sorry about that. First podcast.
I don't get why you're saying it's technical difficulties if we know when it's gonna pop into.
I mean,
because you have leeway.
It just jumps into the beat.
Oh, I guess it's jumping into another subject.
Yeah.
So there's we were during the break we were just talking about like funny stories, and this one story has always stuck out really particular with me, Stephen, and our friend that we're just not gonna just name off.
John Depp.
We'll call him John, the most atypical name ever. we might as well call him Keith. I like Keith, but we're gonna call him Keith. So me, Stephen, and Keith, we were what were we doing?
It wasn't Chris, by the way.
It wasn't Chris. It's just Keith and Chris. We were just walking around the neighborhood percent and we decided it'd be kind of fun to ding on it. Granted, we're like, how old were we? We were like 14.
14, 15.
Have you heard the story, Casey? About the fence?
God.
I don't know.
I haven't
Anyway.
heard this in years.
So, it's an amazing story.
Yeah.
So, we
We were like 14 or 15 at the time. We were just ding dong ditching.
Keith decides to go ding dong ditch at this house. And Steven doesn't want to go ding dong ditch, so he crawls under the car across the street. I didn't
crawl. For records, I didn't crawl in the car. I crouched by the car and pretended to tie my shoes so I could see it all. Granted, I'm 14 or 15, so this is the stuff I do at that time.
Alright, so we're at the door. I ring the doorbell, and as I take off to run, Keith looks at me and he goes, "Why don't we do some parkour?" And I'm like, whatever. So he goes off. He hops their neighbor's fence to the left.
The neighbor's white picket.
The neighbor's white picket fence.
5
And he's
feet
sagging his pants right now because at this point he was a swag. And he's sagging his pants.
And there goes the reading.
Why? We can bleep it out. We can bleep out the word. See, now that word's gonna be bleeped out when we record it. Everybody's gonna be like, what did it mean? Continue the story. So, where am I? So, we hop the fence. He almost busts his face on their lawn. Little did we know, in their neighbor's backyard, there were people in the backyard just sitting, just like drinking, and because they had a beautiful backyard. From what I saw from it, I wasn't in there for very long. So we went to go hop their fence to lead to the woods behind their house, and as I hop it and I start making my way into the woods. Keith is trying to hop it, but he can't, and he's not gonna pull up his pants because that'd be just way too simple. So
way too cool.
He looks at the fence for a second and kicks this fence. He kicks the whole fence down, and when one fence goes down, all the fences are going down. So it's like do.
I'm gonna let you know what it looked like from my point of view. Just a straight fall of fence. It looked like a domino effect.
Did this really happen?
Yeah.
And then the people in the backyard, hey, you could hear them. And then the people we ding dong dished around the corner came around the corner.
At this point, they're coming out the house trying to figure out where we're booking through the woods. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, dude, we just committed so much wrong. And so, God, I'm so glad this is 14, and I don't think they can hold me in contempt of court because I'm 18 now.
They can't hold you for the charges, and it's
4 years ago.
That's true.
It's
And they replaced the fence in front of the
statute
camera.
of limitations.
So, what happened from there?
From there,
From there, we got to the woods. And I'm sketched out of getting on the street because I'm like, what if somebody comes around? Lo and behold, we get out the woods, and right when we hit the sidewalk, this black Mercedes comes speeding around the corner and just pulls up to us and goes, "Hey, you guys ding dong ditching houses?" And we're like, and at this point I'm freaking out because I don't have a very strong stomach for stuff like this at this point in my life. I'm only like 13. I didn't know what would happen, so I let Keith do the talking, and he goes, "No, we weren't ding dong ditching any houses." And he's like, "Really? Because some people dressed like you that kind of looked like you guys were ding dong ditching houses." And then they said, they were wearing black sweatshirts like you guys. And at this point, Keith looks at them and he goes, "Well, half the world's population owns a black sweatshirt, so you're gonna have to narrow down your search." And at this point, I'm walking away. I'm walking away because I'm like, I'm not getting in trouble for this. And then she goes, it's the lady. It's I guess the wife of the household. And she goes, "Well, you better, if you see them, you better tell them to run because she knows it's us, but she's not gonna do anything. What's she do? Civilian arrest. So she's like, you better tell them that they better get out of the neighborhood before we find them. And I'm at this point looking at her like, no. And so Keith takes it to a whole nother level, and he leans in the car and he looks dead in her eyes and goes, "Slob on my knob," unquote. At this point, she begins driving off. We hear sirens. We book. I make it to my house, and we hid in there the whole night.
So let me tell you about my half of this.
So now you hear Steven's point of view on this.
So once he knocks the fence down, I get up from pretending to tie my shoe, and I walk calmly out the cul-de-sac we were in. And then the person, because the way they ding-dong ditched, we ding-dong ditched the house around the corner. And then we went to this house immediately after. So the people came through backyards to see who ding-dong ditched their house. And I'm just walking past them like, it wasn't me. I keep walking. I get a call from Jordan. Meet me at my house, dude. Meet me at my house. Hangs up. He's breathing heavy. I know he's running. And I know him and Keith are running too. So they're running. We get back here. We get back to the house.
I shut the blinds of my home and turn off the light in my room, and we just sit there for a while.
We sit there in silence for about 10 minutes.
It was in like the evening. It was around 6 o'clock.
It was like 5 o'clock. And we sat there in silence for about 10 minutes. And they were like, dude, and then I break the silence. I gotta go home in this. And so, me and Keith make our way to our houses, which are on the same side of the neighborhood that this whole thing occurred on.
Yeah.
So
Keith legitimately has to pass this house on his way home.
Was this in this neighborhood?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he passed it. So we go outside, and then we hear the sirens again. Walking halfway. We're like halfway down the street, and we hear the sirens. And so we book. We pretty much ran. He ran the fastest I think I've ever seen him run. And I ran half speed because I'm pretty fast. I don't need to run full speed. So I ran.
I see the advertisements are back in again.
I was like 14. I had
I
so
like
much
to make an
energy.
announcement for Steven's Natural Speed. Brought to you by Nesquik.
Jesus.
And now this podcast is going to be taken off of the internet.
It's not.
Because we just... Well, we can bleep out the word Nesquik.
Shut up.
I don't know why we would have to bleep out the word Nesquik.
Because it's a brand.
Nesquik Blue Strong Milk. Now we really have to bleep it out. You can't just say that.
Well, now that...
You know what? I was done with the story anyway. Long story short, we all got away with it. We live happily ever after.
I also did say earlier,
and now we're right here.
Apple.
Yeah, that is what you said. And if anything, that's what you shouldn't be saying. You know they'll sue us outright.
Hey, that word's ours.
Matter of fact, no.
You can't say Apple. let alone the fruit.
You know what? I'm just gonna say views don't. I'm just gonna say our views are personal and don't reflect the views of our family or loved ones or anything like that. And we're all good.
There we go.
There we go.
You do know
Our opinions
Apple
do not affect the population of the Nesquik or Apple companies.
Does that mean I
Do
can
your
say...
No, that's getting bleeped out. I swear to God, Casey.
So many words are gonna get bleeped out. People are just gonna be like, "What did they say?"
Excuse me.
Dude, I'm tired of your congratulations. You've won.
So, segueing into another one, or are we done?
Let's go a little bit. We got 10 more minutes before we do our outro, and we
And then food.
Yeah, and then
In case you guys were
You
wondering,
do know
I am
Apple
a chubby guy.
patented the picture of an apple.
Did they really?
Yeah.
like their Apple design, or just a picture of an apple. in
Their
general?
design, and like another company used it, and they sued.
Is
them.
it the same?
Like,
Is
what
it
the
the
hell?
same symbol used for Animal Crossing for Nook's shop? Does he
think
have
it
an
is.
apple?
No, I think
it-
that's a
this is
leaf.
a leaf.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah, it is a leaf. That's right.
That's their signature sign of anything is a leaf.
He's not getting that.
That's also every single one of their items in the
Oh
game.
yeah, for some
Somehow
reason,
This
Falls out
is
of a
not
tree.
carpet. This is a leaf.
falls out of a tree, and you just I got a master sword. Cool.
Oh, I got a sofa for my home. Hooray!
But yet it's a leaf.
And I can fit it in my pocket, along with many other furniture items.
You can say the same thing for Grand Theft Auto. Oh, I got my import carbine in my ass.
I can pull it out of my back pocket, along with my bat and my rocket launcher, my C4 packs, my cell phone.
My grenade.
He just has the biggest pockets ever.
My favorite thing was whenever Twilight Princess came out, they added like different pockets on him, but it was still just like.
I'm gonna pull this big boomerang out of this pocket.
It was like, all right, good for you guys. He can fit his Dooku seeds in those. What else you got?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Zelda.
We pretty much going on. We pretty much going off the tangent because we don't have an organized topic.
Well, lastly, just to end out, did you guys see the new episodes of Touch.0?
I did not.
Yes.
Oh, I know. You showed me.
Yeah, his new season's pretty hilarious.
The one,
of course, it's
the
Touch.0.
one we were talking about today. The one you showed me. Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
They're in great seasons right now.
Hilarious.
His new clothes thing.
Oh yeah.
He's doing.
Subtle differences.
Subtle differences.
He did when he comes into the second episode. He goes, "Can you guys tell the difference?" Good for you. And then he doesn't tell the difference. He just moves on.
Good for you.
So just exiting out.
One last blurb. Please go on SoundCloud.com.
We coined that. Can we coin blurb?
Blurb's already a coined term.
Kind of missed out.
Did Apple coin it? Is Apple gonna sue us because we used the word blurb?
Oh, you got. Never mind. We came up with a new term today at lunch.
What's the term?
You're not gonna like it.
Just say it.
Hunting.
Well, there we go.
Can we just bleep the word and just keep the ing in that word?
Yeah, we'll probably do it. Yeah, we'll probably do it. By the way, none of this is edited out.
And you can use it as
You
like
can edit it out. Right?
You can use it as a verb. Like hold on. And
Chris, say your last blurb so we can get out of here.
Okay. Please check out SoundCloud.com/Chris Battle. My EP, my self-titled debut EP, is up there for download. I am not interested in coin tossing.
Please check out.
Please check out my music. I would greatly appreciate it.
Please check out our. Please like our Facebook group, the Alphagang Wolfsquad.
If it's still
Constantly
up.
updating it with photos as always.
If it's not up, we will be making another one.
We can make it again.
We should make another one actually, in my opinion.
Yeah. And actually take care of it this time.
Yeah.
We did nothing.
Yeah, we did nothing the first time.
We gotta get everybody to like it again.
I posted on it twice, but I thought it was the other Alphagang whenever I posted.
For those of you wondering, we do have a private Alphagang that is our personal Alphagang, which is the one that we based the entire idea of the Alphagang Wolfsquad off of. Just a little history before we exit out. The Alphagang started back in the good old times of 2012, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, the summer of 2012.
It says a year ago on there.
Yeah, we started it last summer. Anyway, the story behind it is that every summer during my childhood, I would go away to Florida for the summer, and I missed all my friends during this time period. So so instead of talking to them separately, I banded our friends together in this secret group called the Alphagang Wolfsquad, where we would just post funny pictures, talk about our lives, just all around tomfoolery, and it's branched off into this great thing that we've just started to develop.
And we want to make it something big.
And on my last note, #thank you, Base God.
Thank you, Base God, for making this podcast, giving us the technology for this podcast.
Can you stop?
All right, last note from me.
That was a lot.
Support my boy Tainted Bakery and Stupid Culture. He has t-shirts coming out, $15 each.
They're
Go
so
get them
dope.
out.
I
They're dope
love
as fuck.
them.
He's got some nice t-shirts.
I have not seen them, but
We've got legit boards.
Goodwill. Check out Goodwill. They have some nice T-shirts too.
We've got a company of a friend of mine called Legit Boards. Is it legit longboards? He does designs on grip tape and also does spray paint artwork.
Is that who did
awesome.
your?
Yeah, who did my A7X board?
Oh, no, I already talked to him, and I told him about my board, and he said that he's probably not gonna be able to. He was like, it would take him like a month minimum to get that done.
Why?
Because he has college and work and all that stuff going on.
All right, well,
so scratch that.
He's seeming pretty busy right now. I'll surely update you guys when he's got a little more time. So that's our podcast, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be developing one next week. Signing off, I'm Jordan.
Signing off, I'm Ryan.
Bye, it's Chris.
All right, y'all. Steven.
And Casey.